Hello everyone, welcome. We are in the 2024 Kia EV9 GT line, and I want to take you guys on our first kind of charging test with this EV9 GT line. And we have around, I think, 25-ish% in the battery pack right now. We have around like 70-ish miles of range, so we definitely need to go charge. We're gonna go try to bring it to a 350 kilowatt charging station, our EV Go station located in this area. Hopefully it works. We'll see what we can do with it. Otherwise, let's go on the charging journey. Okay guys, let's start up our EV9 before we head to our charger. Everything comes to life here. And the car is very smart and it knows that it needs to charge now. And once you go into the infotainment system, let's say you just go to your main screen here, it's gonna know you need to charge, so you can press the little charge button here to go look up something on the map. You even go to your EV settings, check out what's going on here for battery status. So whoever had on here had it up to 100% state of charge to go up to. I'm gonna set it to 80. This says about 247 miles. 100 says about 316 miles if we charge it to 100% on my current efficiency. That's pretty impressive. 83 minutes on 800 volt. 400 volt, it would take 1 hour and 53 minutes. I really love this display of information here that Kia is doing. It's really fantastic. It'll even tell you what it would take on an AC charger. 68 hours on a 120 volt outlet. That's crazy. Okay, so let's head out on our drive now. We're gonna go press Dalewood Shopping Center here, and I'm actually not gonna go to this particular EV charger because it's a little bit awful. I'm gonna be completely honest. So we're gonna go to this one up here, so it recognizes it on here, DC fast charger. Press that, set as destination. It's gonna tell us 13 minutes to get there. It even gives you an economical route option, so it'd take 15 minutes but less miles. But I'm just gonna let it go. I'm gonna turn off our navigation here sounds, because a little bit annoying. Otherwise, we're gonna head off. And now, battery conditioning activated for optimal DC charging. So it knows we're going to a charging station, so it's gonna start conditioning the battery. So let's head off. Let's see, we have a little heater icon coming down right here on our battery charge percent. I'm not sure you can see that on the camera there. And let's go head off on the drive. Putting the EV9 to drive, you push this little gear selector forward and we are off. Heated seats and steering wheel will turn on for now. And I really like this kind of synchronization of these systems within the EV9. We have our active sound on high right now. Apologies for the intrusive sounds in the EV9, but I really like how all of the data is easily displayed to you as a consumer. A lot of EV manufacturers now, even legacy manufacturers that are making EVs, just either forget or just lack the knowledge to put in some of this information sometimes, such as like Lexus and Toyota, even hybrids and EVs. I barely even have anywhere near as close as the information that Kia is giving you in here. I think it's really fantastic. It not only helps transparency what's really going on with the vehicle, but also helps people learn and get used to EVs, and maybe they'll find something they really like about it. Maybe they like all that data and learning about the charging rates on the different voltages and all that fun stuff. So as you can see here, we're heading off, about to head onto the highway here. Pretty low state of charge for, I think, this car. This is almost 100 kilowatt hour battery pack in the EV9. Pretty chunky. And I have to say, this thing's been getting a lot more better range than I was even expecting. I believe the EPA quotes the GT line at having around like 270-ish miles of range. Some outlets have tested it around 240-ish miles of range in the day-to-day. I've seen way higher than that. I've been getting, when I got this thing fully charged last week, we had around 287 miles, I believe, originally on here, and that was with a pretty low efficiency. And I think this thing can do even better. I've been consistently seeing around 3 miles per kilowatt hour, 2.9 miles per kilowatt hour, which really is not bad at all. So we're in eco mode right now. Downhill brake control off, so it knew we were going downhill. And I have to say, Kia's in-vehicle navigation system has also been really good. I really haven't had any issues with it. As you can see here, it kind of almost looks like Apple Maps a little bit when it kind of projects some of the lanes onto the other areas. And out here on the highway, it's very quiet. Great sound insulation. And again, a huge heads-up display to give you all your graphical information as well. We have really fun regen settings to play around with, and I will update you guys when we get to the charger. We're at 24% state of charge right now. We do have our regen. You can adjust here with our paddles from level 0 to coasting all the way up to 3 and full 1-pedal driving, their iPedal mode. Nonetheless, guys, I will update you when we get to the charger, and we'll see what percent state of charge we arrived there with. Okay guys, so we just arrived at our EV Go station and we can see we have 21% state of charge. Our battery has preconditioned now, which is good. We can go check our home settings. We can see if there's anything new happening with our EV stuff here. Again, 21% state of charge. I tried to drive a little bit more to kind of drain out a little bit more battery, but otherwise, this is what we're getting. We actually are at the 350 kilowatt station, and unfortunately there is a Bolt here charging. Someone's actually in there sleeping, so I'm not going to bother them, but they could just charge in that 100 kilowatt station. It really wouldn't even make a difference because that thing charges so slow. So we're going to see if we can kind of pull as much power out of this charger as we can with this car. Otherwise, you know, I can't control other people's lives. So let's go plug this thing in and see what's going on. Powering off the EV9. Awesome. Now our charge port door on the EV9 is located on the left-hand, or I guess the passenger side here in the US. We pop it open. It is motorized, of a little door, really cool opening door. We can see we have a nice little animation here for our charging indicator. We can open up our DC charge port, and we can see we have a area here. This is also where you can plug in the vehicle to load charger as well. So this is a pretty beat up looking charge cable here. Jesus. I'm gonna plug this thing in. It will work, thankfully. Locks, connects into place, and let's go pay for charging now. Okay guys, we're plugged in. We just started charging. We're gonna go hop inside and see what is happening with our status here. Hopping inside the EV9. Let's see if there's any information popping up here. Try to power it on. We're in accessory mode. Confirm. And hopefully now we can see what's happening with charging. So it is indeed charging. It says 24 minutes to 80%. We're charging at just 42 kilowatts, 60. It's ramping up really, really quickly. Let's see if we have anything going on in our EV settings here. We can see our battery status. It's DC fast charging to 80%. It says 31 minutes to get 247 miles of range, which is really, really impressive. It's an 800 volt architecture, as we all know. We're gonna see how many kilowatts this thing can ramp up to while we're sitting here charging. It's still going up. So this thing is happy. We preconditioned it. It likes to charge really quickly. And regardless of this person sitting at like 90% right now, we're still holding some good numbers, I think, with this EV9. And we can see what's going on here as well. I really like the cool animations and displays you're able to kind of play around with in the EV9. Like I said, lots of fun stuff going on here. And you can also adjust your charge limit there. So we're at 80%. Again, 17 kilowatts pulling right now. Not too bad. I'm going to let it sit here for a second, see if it ramps up any higher. Otherwise, 31 minutes to 80% from around 20% is really not that bad at all. Again, I think it could go faster. We are simultaneous charging right now. It's not my choice, but so far so good. Battery was preconditioned. Obviously, we are in accessory mode. Let's see if we can turn the vehicle on even more. Yes, we can. While we're in sitting here charging, I think you can obviously turn like the heated seats on if you need to, or AC or heated heat if you need it, if you're in a situation where you need to have that on. And obviously it's going to draw a little bit more power out, but you can do so if you do need to, and you can just turn the vehicle off as well, and it'll kind of remain with this charging screen on there, which is really nice. So 117 kilowatts right now. We'll see if that goes up or down. I'm going to go get some coffee really quick, and I'll be back for you guys. Okay guys, the Chevy Bolt right next to me just unplugged, and check out how high this thing is now jumping. It just jumped up to 186 kilowatts in almost in an instant right here. And that's just because someone unplugged from next to me. So now we're getting all the potential from this 350 kilowatt station. And you can see how fast this EV9 wants to charge when it can. It's now going to do almost 20% in 8 minutes. Because we're now jumping up to these higher kilowatt speeds. That's just really impressive. We're almost at 200 kilowatts. If I was here originally from this speeds, I would have left a lot sooner. Probably even just like 15 to maybe 20 minutes instead of 30 minutes. Okay guys, of course, as the Bolt next to us left, the EV9's about done charging. So let's go unplug it and see what's going on over here. I guess we should go around from this side. Funky looking charger over here. So we'll go on here. Let's see if we go to this side, A. We're at 78% state of charge. That is ridiculous. We would dispense 62.5 kilowatt hours. I do this for testing, guys. We're gonna end it there because this is nuts. In terms of pricing, I'm gonna unplug the EV9 from the other side because I can't really squeeze through there. Let's unplug here, this broken looking charger, and popping it back into the EV Go holder there, and close up our charge port here, which is a fun little, we have a button to do it too. I'll check that out. Thank you, Kia. Let's go hop inside because it's unusually freezing today. And you should see how much range we have now at almost 80% state of charge. We'll pop on the EV9. And we have 79% state of charge. 79% state of charge, around 250-ish miles of range. Not bad, not bad. And it's pretty efficient too, so I'm not too worried about that. And here we go. So pretty fun. Now it shows that the battery temperature is high from our DC fast charge session, so no preconditioning obviously we need there. And all set, so we can go head off on the road and see if we can have any more charging experiences in the EV9.